The first update we have today is Gretchen Rossi is speaking out about her ongoing issues with Tamra Judge. In this video, we'll be talking about her accusations of Tamra manipulating storylines, her reaction to being labeled MAGA Barbie, and, yeah, even a bit about her hairstyle choices. This deep dive will, try to extract the most important nuggets from what she's been saying lately, help you understand the latest dynamic. Okay, so let's get into this main conflict first. Gretchen's been very, very direct about confronting Tamra. She's actually said she's never been afraid of Tamra, but more like afraid of what she's capable of doing and the lengths she goes to. Gretchen really seems to see herself as the only one calling Tamra out for being a bully, for manipulating situations. She even called her a liar beyond liars. What's the strategy here?
Well, it's interesting, right? Because it goes beyond just a personal fight. It really depicts Gretchen trying to frame the narrative. By saying she's the brave truth teller against this liar beyond liars, she's aiming to, maybe shift how people saw things in the past. It's not just calling out behavior. It's like she's trying to claim the moral high ground. That's always a big move on reality TV.
Yeah, exactly. And she builds on that by saying she runs to adversity, but Tamra runs away.
Mm-hmm.
She specifically mentioned Tamra is always outrunning when someone trying to talk to her directly. It clarifies their different styles, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It highlights something we've kind of seen play out over the years, this difference in how they handle conflict. Gretchen leaning into the drama, accusing Tamra of avoiding it, that really cements her role as, the confrontational one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dynamic that definitely shapes how we see them on screen.
And speaking of dynamics, Gretchen also confirmed she was definitely involved in Tamra's temporary exit from the show. Remember, that happened around the New Orleans trip. Gretchen kind of teased so many twists and turns, saying she was trying to figure out what was happening herself. Things get even more complicated because Gretchen also talked about her fallout with Katie Ginella. She confirmed she was right in the middle of that, and that Katie wasn't on the Amsterdam trip because of it. Gretchen even described the finale as sad because of how things shifted.
Mm-hmm. And that connects directly to how these relationships are just constantly under pressure in that kind of environment. When Gretchen calls the finale sad, it's not just her feeling bad, it depicts the real fallout. A major bust-up like the one with Katie, it changes the whole group, who's in, who's out. It shapes the mood for everyone, including us watching.
Okay, but moving beyond the feuds for a second, there's Gretchen's own image. That MAGA Barbie label came up, and she's definitely not apologizing for it. And then, almost ridiculously, the whole debate about her hair being dated.
Right.
Her defense, she says her 90s bouncy bob is very on trend right now, and her proof is ChatGPT. And she also pointed out that Emily Simpson went and just cut her hair exactly like mine. Next, we're going to talk about the evolving family life of a familiar face from Orange County. Alexis Bellino from The Real Housewives of Orange County has been sharing some pretty wonderful updates on her blended family life with her fiancé, John Janssen. They recently embarked on quite the ambitious family fun day jet ski trip to Catalina Island.
Yeah, I saw that. Beyond just the usual celebrity stuff, Alexis and John's very public decision to embrace their blended family like this so actively, especially leading up to a wedding, it could signify something bigger, right? Like a redefinition of family values in the public eye.
That's a great point.
It feels less about just optics and maybe more about using that reality TV closeness for, genuine connection.
Totally. And the trip itself was quite a feat. We're talking 8 people from their combined family. Alexis has her 3 kids. The 17-year-old twins, Miles and McKenna, and 19-year-old James.
Right.
And John has 3 adult children, too. And this wasn't just a quick jaunt either. It was an 11-hour, 46-mile jet ski excursion.
Yeah.
All the way from Long Beach to Catalina Island and back.
Wow.
Can you imagine the logistics? They apparently even saw a pod of dolphins, which must have been amazing.
That sounds like a true test of family bonding. And like you said, the choice to share it so publicly, especially on Instagram, it really illuminates how these stars are actively managing their own narratives, outside the structure of the show, telling their own story.
They really are. Alexis posted about it very humorously, saying, "I guess all 6 kids are as crazy as mom, stepmom."
Hey, right?
And later she clarified the scale, revealing 12 of us went on this 11-hour excursion. Only 5 of us dared to take the last photo, which is relatable after a long day.
Absolutely.
She also joked about the physical toll, saying no injuries, just a lot of AA aches and Advil.
I bet.
And on top of all this family bonding, we know their wedding is coming up, and a pretty significant detail emerged.
It's quite telling, isn't it? It could suggest, a certain depth of trust, maybe commitment, or perhaps it's a very deliberate choice about how they want their union to be seen publicly.
Good point.
It definitely adds another layer to understanding how these relationships play out when everyone's watching.
Okay, moving from family shifts. Next update we have about some really explosive details out of Miami stuff that apparently never even made it to air.
Oh, Miami drama always delivers.
Well, this involves Anna Quincoces and her recent claims about an unaired Real Housewives of Miami scene.
Okay.
So, you probably remember the drama that did air, right? Where Julia Lamigova threw a drink at Gertie Abrera over some past cruise issue.
Vaguely, yes. That felt like it came out of nowhere a bit.
Well, Anna was on Jennifer Fessler's Reality Court podcast, and Jennifer confirmed Gertie was genuinely hurt, but she denied any, long-standing bad blood beforehand. But then Anna dropped the real bombshell.
Okay, what was it?
She claims that about a year ago, during filming, Julia Lamigova allegedly threw a chair at Marisol Patton, and also threw a drink at her then, too.
Wait, a chair?
A chair. And Anna said it wasn't random, it was triggered by something Anna said to Marisol. And it apparently got serious enough that Nicole Martin had to pay for a replacement chair.
Wow. So actual property damage.
Yes. And the craziest part is this whole chair throwing thing was completely cut. Anna felt the edit made her look really quiet, like nothing happened for hours. And now she's worried it might surface later, but, without the full context. Okay, speaking of behind-the-scenes stuff. Next update, we have about a really long-standing feud that has kind of surprisingly ended between two Bravo giants.
Ooh, intrigued. Who?
Andy Cohen and Carole Radziwill from The Real Housewives of New York City.
No way. Really? After all this time?
Yes. It's pretty significant in the Bravoverse. Carole was just on Watch What Happens Live, which was her first appearance in maybe 7 or 8 years. So she left. RHONY.
Wow, that is a long time. Their feud was very public.
Very public, lasted for years. Carole had even told Andy, never speak to her again. It really felt permanent.
So what happened?
Andy explained they actually made amends last year through private text messages after another public spat.
Oh.
He said they both kind of realized they could handle it privately, asking each other, basically, why do you feel this way about me? And they reached a, quote, very positive place.
That's mature, actually.
And then, kind of serendipitously, they kept running into each other unexpectedly. First at the Polo Bar, then at a gay pride event a couple of months ago, which Andy said cemented that they really are in a good place now. He also reminded everyone he knew Carole for 10 years before she was even on the show.
Yeah, that history matters. And those random encounters after they'd already talked privately, it sort of depicts the universe pushing them together, maybe?
Right. And Carole backed it up on her Instagram story. She confirmed the nearly 7 years of silence and mentioned that Polo Bar run-in, saying the universe had said, enough.
Wow. Enough. I like that.
Me too. A pretty definitive end to a long public beef. Okay, let's switch gears completely. Next update we have about an intriguing incident involving luxury fashion, a global superstar, and some commentary from a, shall we say, sharp-witted reality icon.
This sounds fun. Let's hear it.
We're talking about the buzz around Jennifer Lopez apparently being denied entry to a Chanel store in Istanbul, and Bethenny Frankel's reaction.
Ah, okay. J.Lo and Chanel, and Bethenny's take.
So the story is J.Lo gets turned away from Chanel. Reportedly, she wasn't fazed, just went and dropped thousands at other luxury stores nearby Bayman and Celine.
As one does.
Right. And apparently, the Chanel staff later invited her back, but she was like, nah, I'm good.
Huh, okay.
So enter Bethenny Frankel. She jumps on TikTok, of course, and draws a parallel to her own experience getting denied entry to Chanel way back when she looked like an absolute train wreck.
Oh, I remember her talking about that.
Yeah. She presumed J.Lo, conversely, looked like a glamazon.
Her critique, though, usually goes beyond just the celebrity part, right? It gets into how these brands treat everyone. It highlights that whole paradox. Does denying access actually get you more buzz these days?
That's exactly her point. She specifically said she doesn't think Chanel needs to change policies just for celebs, but the issue is the elitism and, quote, the way they treat someone daring entry into their kingdom, thus making them feel inferior.
Strong words.
And she made that very sharp observation about modern PR, noting that in 2025, a brand gets more press for not letting J.Lo in than you do if you did.
She's probably not wrong about that.
And she reminded everyone about her own power move. She went back the next day all balled up, got let in, looked around, and bought nothing, just to, quote, make a point.
Classic Bethenny, making a point. It definitely illuminates those broader issues around access, status, and how brands cultivate image.
For sure. Okay, next update we have about persistent rumors of a return to Charleston. And this one brings in artificial intelligence.
AI. In reality TV news. Okay, this is different.
Right. It involves Cameran Eubanks and the buzz about her possibly returning to Southern Charm.
Okay, Cameran.
So the rumor started spreading that Cameran, she's 41 now, left the show almost 6 years ago after season 6 was coming back for season 11.
Okay, I could see fans wanting that.
Yeah, but the source was apparently a Facebook page called Southern Charm Fan Reel, and it even included a supposed quote from Cameran about returning.
Uh-oh. Sounds fishy.
Totally fishy. Cameran herself shut it down hard on her Instagram story. She wrote, in all caps, "Not true. These Facebook articles are written by AI and are not a credible source of information."
Wow, calling it out directly as AI generated, that really highlights the challenge, doesn't it? Public figures aren't just battling gossip columns anymore, they're fighting automated misinformation. It's a whole new level of image management.
It really is. And it's a perfect reminder to check where information comes from. We know Cameran has always guarded her privacy. Her husband, Jason Wimberly, barely appeared. She kept her motherhood journey with Palmer mostly off camera.
Right, she drew clear boundaries.
Yeah, and she's been honest about motherhood, saying things like, "It is so untrue that you can have it all as a mom. You really can't." So you can see why AI just fabricating quotes about her returning would be extra frustrating.
Definitely. It violates the control she's tried to maintain.
Okay, let's take a trip back in time now. Next update we have about some never-before-heard insights from one of the most legendary, let's say, and dramatic cast trips in Housewives history.
Oh, I have a feeling I know which one. Scary Island.
You got it. Kelly Bensimon is talking more about the Real Housewives of New York City Season 3's infamous trip.
Ah, okay.
So everyone remembers the intense fights, especially between Kelly and Bethenny Frankel. But Kelly recently opened up about her personal frustration. What wasn't really shown. She said she felt like she didn't get to do anything fun. All I got to do was, like, eat jelly beans and get yelled at.
That puts a different light on it, doesn't it? Instead of just erratic behavior, it sounds like she felt isolated and targeted.
That's exactly what she implies. She revealed she actually wanted to quit the show during the trip. She told her agent things felt organized to make her a villain for no reason.
Wow. Hearing her say it felt organized? That's a powerful insight into the potential manipulation involved. It really depicts how someone's experience can be reshaped for broadcast, maybe harming their reputation, all for the sake of drama.
Yeah. She even said she wanted to quit while they were still on the boat. But, interestingly, despite feeling set up and everything, she still sent a thank you note when she got back to New York.
Yeah.
She saw it as our job, emphasizing her professionalism.
That's quite something. Professionalism amid the chaos.
Right. She left after season 4, of course.
Yeah.
She also shared a memory from the Morocco trip later. Luanda Lesseps almost falling off a camel.
A lighter note. But yeah, the Scary Island stuff, it just underscores how much happens behind the scenes that completely changes the context of what we end up seeing.
Absolutely. Okay, next update we have is about a significant move for an Orange County family, plus a little peek inside their new place. We're talking Gina Kirschenheiter and Travis Mullen from RHOC.
Ugh. Gina and Travis.
So they've moved into a $1.7 million modern farmhouse rental in Mission Viejo. It costs $8,000 a month. And this is a big deal because they had been living separately for a bit because of all that drama Travis had with his ex-wife, Megan Mullen.
Right, I remember that period. So they're back together under one roof now.
Yes. And Gina gave a tour. She was clearly thrilled, especially with the big kitchen, which she said is essential for their blended family of 6 kids. And she was so excited about having her own pantry for the first time.
Haha. The pantry excitement is real.
She literally called it a whole room for my snacks. And the design choices show their focus on family, like a big round dining table for daily family dinners, a huge couch in the family room.
Those details demonstrate that commitment to togetherness, don't they? Creating functional spaces for everyone.
Definitely. She showed the kids' rooms, too. Nicholas has a black and white tweeny room. Luca and Travis's son Joseph share a double trouble bunk room. Presley's room is more mature, and Sienna and Bennett have a shared girly space.
Lots of personalities to accommodate.
For sure. And then she showed her master bedroom, calling it tranquil and beautiful and earthy, but then hilariously called out Travis's messy office desk, which is also in their room.
Haha. See, the reality of blended family life right there. Shared spaces, messy desks.
Exactly. Plus a nice master bath, backyard, and community perks like a pool and gym. Seems like a good setup for them.
It sounds like it. Creating that comfortable environment is key.
Next update, we have about some celebrity confessions from 2 podcasting housewives.
Ooh, spill the tea? Who and what?
Tamra Judge and Teddy Mellencamp on their 2 Teas in a Pod podcast. They were discussing celebrity encounters.
Ah, okay.
They were reacting to Shiana Shea's new memoir, My Good Side, where she controversially named celebrity men she'd apparently had flings with.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. So Tamra and Teddy were weighing in.
Yep. And they started sharing their own stories about who has hit on them. Tamra's specifically named, Gary Bezzi and George Lopez.
Gary Busy and George Lopez. Interesting combo.
She called it slim pickings, humorously.
Huh. Okay. And Teddy.
Ketty revealed Shane West hit on her.
Shane West. From A Walk to Remember.
That's the one. Tamra immediately asked Shane West. I don't even know who Shane West is. Can you tell me who Shane West is?
Haha. That's funny. It's interesting how casually they share this stuff, even though it becomes public knowledge. It just adds to that ongoing conversation about celebrity access, boundaries, what's okay to share.
Definitely. Even off their main shows, they're still very much in the business of sharing, sometimes more than you'd expect. Next update we have about a beauty controversy brewing in Miami. We've got a housewife claiming photo alteration and another Bravoleb offering a, let's call it a counter-diagnosis.
Oh boy. Let me guess. Involves appearance.
You know it. It's about Larsa Pippen from The Real Housewives of Miami.
Okay.
So this story blew up. Larsa claimed a recent viral photo of her was altered. She said any facial swelling she had was actually due to an allergic reaction to PRP, platelet-rich plasma injections.
An allergic reaction to PRP.
Yeah, she even said, I'm wondering if someone made the photo look like that, and pointed to how she looked on TV and at the reunion as proof of her real appearance. But then Reality Blurb confirmed their photo came straight from Getty Images, unaltered.
Ah, the plot thickens. So who offered the counter-diagnosis?
Dr. Jen Armstrong, former RHOC housewife, and, importantly, a cosmetic dermatologist.
Okay, a professional opinion entering the chat.
Exactly. And Dr. Jen pretty much refuted Larsa's claims directly. She stated professionally that it's not an allergic reaction to PRP, explaining that since PRP uses your own blood, an allergy is basically impossible. Plus, she added, PRP isn't typically used in the lips anyway.
Right. That makes scientific sense. So what did Dr. Jen think it was?
She believes the swelling is from so much filler, particularly in the mid-face, which she said causes that widening effect and emphasizes the nasal labial folds. She also used the term sausage lips, attributing it to incorrectly placed hyaluronic acid filler.
Ooh, sausage lips, that's blunt.
But her detailed explanation coming from a professional really illuminates the complexities of these procedures and maybe the pressure these women feel.
It really does. It pulls back the curtain on the procedures themselves and also just the intense pressure about appearance in the public eye and maybe the lengths people go to explain changes perceived or real.